Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a first timer on this channel, my content is mostly fragrance reviews. I do post fragrance reviews 4 to 5 times a week, but I do throw in, different content like lifestyle content, fashion videos from time to time. And if that sounds like something that ticks your boxes, guys, please do consider joining this family by subscribing. I also go by the name CeeChronicles on Instagram, so please feel free to follow me there as well. Now, to my returning subscribers, thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. This channel wouldn't be what it is without you guys. Welcome to a fragrance review video. Today we're going to be talking about this fragrance from Fragrance World. It's called Pink Fame, and this is the box. This is a simplistic packaging, guys, and quite frankly, sometimes I like my packaging this simplistic because let's face it, I'm a collector, and some of the packaging that comes, with these Middle Eastern perfumes can be way overboard and makes it very hard, to toss or to just dispose of something so beautiful. So this is nice and simplistic. The fragrance is called Pink Fame, and the bottle looks like this, guys. It is a beautiful pearlescent. It's got like a pearlescent pink there, and then those stripes going down, and it's called Pink Fame. So we are going to spray Pink Fame, okay, in the box for the benefit of those who want to see how the atomizer sprays. This is how the atomizer sprays. So it gives off like a big bold mist. I honestly don't mind, and it comes in 100 ml. I'm gonna go with my nose when it comes to this fragrance. Now outright, I'm gonna say what I'm smelling here is a very obvious jasmine, some vanilla there, maybe some citruses there, a musky feel, because this definitely turns very powdery. It is like a very powdery kind of composition as a whole. Maybe a touch of coconut, I'm gonna say maybe, and we'll see as we go, because maybe this one hasn't 100% macerated based on what I think it is duping. The coconut here is not really coming through as prominent, but it does have what feels like a watered feel of a coconut, and I think that's as far as I can extract in terms of this fragrance based on my nose. So anyway, to cut to the chase, I'm in a scent bubble that feels very powdery, very musky, very floral, faint vanilla, and faint woods. So I personally wouldn't tell you to run and buy this if you were after woods. This doesn't give me prominent woods. Almost immediately, for some, you are going to pick up a jasmine, because the jasmine becomes like the keynote for this fragrance. So for some, it's going to be linear from that point onwards. But I'm going to say, as a person who's been trying to break this fragrance down, there is a tangy feel there, something that feels, of course, like a tangy citrus. A very perfumey feel, is also something I get from this fragrance. If there is a coconut, it would be, the water of the coconut, where you break the coconut and you put the water in the glass, and then that is what you drink, or that is what you smell, as opposed to the chewy, creamy part of the coconut. Now, I am conflicted as to what this fragrance is probably duping. Now, I'm going to give you a guess of what I think this fragrance is like. And why I'm saying a guess instead of affirming is because of this. Fragrance World is known to dupe 101, okay? Now, just looking at this, you're going to think maybe it's going to be a Victoria's Secret dupe. But because this fragrance goes on to say Pink Fame, I'm thinking maybe it's in line with Paco Rabanne's, Fame Blooming Pink. There is a fragrance from Paco Rabanne that they introduced after the Fame for women, the one that comes in a robotic one. Now, why I'm saying maybe is because I haven't smelt that one. But let me tell you the one that I have smelt, that I can almost say feels like this fragrance at least 80%. This fragrance, when that aldehydic, feel of the florals take over, especially with the jasmine in the forefront and that perfumey feel, to my nose feels a lot like Alien Goddess. Now, I don't have Alien Goddess in this minute. I've got it on order. It's supposed to be delivered, I think maybe 5 days from now. I'm not pretty sure. I smelled Alien Goddess, right? And when I smelled Alien Goddess, because it was dirt cheap, it was going for 1,000 Rand. Now, for conversion, 1,000 Rand is about $50. And that was like a big bottle. I think it was a 50 or 75 ml, but it wasn't 100 ml. So I smelled it because this fragrance to me was very affordable, okay, for a mutla. And when I smelled it, I thought, wait a minute. Why is this fragrance not distancing itself from the original Alien, and why have they introduced this one? Was it necessary? That was the first thing that came to mind, you know, when I smelled that fragrance. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a little while, okay, before I kind of like slag it off, because that fragrance lists coconut as a note. And not only does it list coconut only as a note, it also has heliotrope, if I'm not mistaken. And I was expecting that particular fragrance, which is Alien Goddess, okay, to have a distinct creaminess followed by an almondy feel of the heliotrope. But I couldn't get the creaminess. And I was thinking, okay, since I don't like the original Alien, if they had put a twist like that, maybe it would have been something that, you know, drew me or convinced me to buy Alien Goddess. Now, when I got this fragrance, there was just something there that felt exactly like how I felt when I smelled Alien Goddess, right? It was a fragrance that feels a lot like Alien, but it's not Alien. So from this fragrance, before I digress a lot, let me say, if you're a jasmine lover, you're gonna love this fragrance. If you love the original Alien, you're gonna love this fragrance. It does have kind of like a lighter interpretation of the jasmine compared to the jasmine in Alien, but the jasmine still comes across as heady. So this is going to be a heady fragrance, for some pushing it to headache inducing. But weirdly enough, not loud enough to make it a long lasting scent, if you know what I mean. So it's one of those fragrances that you're thinking, okay, I wish you could do better. That's just what I can say. But then again, remember that this fragrance is a newbie in my collection. So maybe it hasn't macerated. Maybe that coconut is going to rise to the surface, which is the reason why I ended up actually purchasing the Alien Goddess by Mugla in a 10 ml size, because I would actually love to come and give you a comparison of whether I was right or wrong. So yeah, when that 10 ml vial comes, you know, it's gonna put the final nail there, whether this one feels identical to Alien Goddess, or, you know, it's a tweak of that Paco Rabanne's, you know, Fame Blooming Pink. And I will also want to see if I can get a little tester of Blooming Pink, if I can find it, or if I can get into a perfume store, you know, and smell that one. But, you know, the funny thing here is I'm not smelling a mango, in case it is duping that one. That one has a mango. If there is a mango, then maybe it's because that powderiness is taking over, or that jasmine is taking over so much to the extent that you can't even get the mango. But then again, you know, even the coconut, like I said, is coming across as watered. So this is a fragrance that just has this jasmine that's bullying everything. And it can be a little too much for some. It can be a fragrance that is totally, you know, loved by some. However, for the price for Fragrance World, I always say, guys, the price for Fragrance World, the quality for Fragrance World, you can't go wrong. Another thing with this fragrance is it is a mature profile. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cap it as that. But this to me comes across as one fragrance I can, you know, purchase for somebody who is mature. It is quite complex as well, and to some may come across as a headache inducing. Lasting power for this one, unfortunately, is moderate, okay, because it is one fragrance that tends to quickly break down, becoming subtle. But of course, with the jasmine, you know, hold it up there. The jasmine becomes the center stage of this. Even the vanilla that I smell here is not doing the most. You know, it is adding a little bit of some sweetness, but what takes over is that heavy, powdery, musky feel, carrying a jasmine. And if there is a coconut here, to me, it comes across as though it's coconut water, because I don't get a creaminess, guys, from this fragrance. So yes, we will do a comparison in due course, and then I will tell you my final thoughts on this one. But I thought I should plug you in more so that maybe you could be looking, you know, for more so that you could be looking for a Mother's Day gift. I thought they'd written the notes here. That is what was distracting me, guys. I thought they'd actually written the notes here. I just saw Kumarin there, and I think, oh, maybe I'm rambling, and yet they've written the notes there. No, it's not. It's just a breakdown of, you know, some of the ingredients that I've gone to use here. So yeah, that is what I can say, guys. If you're looking for a perfect Mother's Day gift, if you're into the Alien DNA, a circular version of which, then this is going to give you that. You are going to be in a 4 or 5 hour scent bubble of a jasmine forward scent, which might come across as linear to others, but if you enjoy that, then it's going to be good for you. So this is what we had to talk about, guys. Pink Fame by Fragrance World, and it looks like this. Terms of gender, if you like alien, then I'm going to keep it as unisex, you know, because it does have that thing that anyone can pull off. But unfortunately for the DNA of alien, I think the DNA of alien is a DNA that a lot of people have sniffed and may come across as a bit awkward, you know, on a man. But otherwise, if you love it, you love it. You wear what you want. That's what I always say. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we obviously discuss more about fragrance. Please do consider to subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate you guys becoming part of the family. Turn on post notifications as well. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video. And remember, guys, that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.